Now you will say, yes, but the whole era prior to that, beginning with the year 1413, was the age of the consciousness soul. Yes, certainly, but at first it has been a preparatory development. You need only consider what basic conditions existed for such a preparation, particularly in this period as compared to all earlier times. Into this period falls, for example, the invention of the printing press, the dissemination of the written word. Since the 15th century, people by and by have received a great amount of spiritual content by means of the art of printing and through writing. But they absorb this content only outwardly. It is the main feature of this period that an overwhelming sum of spiritual content has been assimilated superficially. The nations of the civilized world have absorbed something outwardly, which the great masses of people could receive only by means of audible speech in earlier times. It was true of the period of rational development, that in the age of the sentient soul, it was all the more true that, fundamentally speaking, all dissemination of learning was based on oral teaching. Something of the psycho-spiritual element still resounds through speech, especially in former days. What could be termed, quote, the genius of language, close quote, definitely still lived in words. This ceased to be when the content of human learning began to be assimilated in abstract forms through writing and printed works. Printed and written words have the peculiarity of, in a sense, extinguishing what the human being brings with him at birth from his pre-earthly heavenly existence. It goes without saying that this does not mean that you should forthwith cease to read or write. It does mean that today a more powerful force is needed in order to raise up what lies deep within the human being. But it is necessary that this stronger force be acquired. We have to arrive at self-awareness despite the fact that we read and write. We have to develop this stronger faculty, stronger in comparison to what was needed in earlier times. This is the task in the age of the development of the consciousness soul.